Hey, what's going on? Welcome to Wild Finds, where I'm searching thrift stores for media items. I'll be honest with you though, it was a little slow over the last couple of weeks. I did have a really good day at the Goodwill though, and we'll look at that. And also, I was having some car issues. So for a while, my car was in the shop. Then eventually I had to get a rental car. But then I went ahead and I bought a new car. And I'm very happy about that. Well, happy that I at least have a vehicle, not happy about the money I had to spend. I did have some thrift store finds. I also went to a few flea markets, and I'm gonna talk about movies towards the end of the video. And also I went to a really cool movie theater, maybe the coolest movie theater I've ever seen. So stay tuned and have fun. Today, I'm at this flea market here. We got a bunch of CDs here, a bunch of country stuff. They're 2 for $1. And I grabbed a few that looked like they would have some value. Ones, you can kind of just tell by like what label they're on and the artist and stuff. These 3 on top, I don't know, maybe I'll get a little bit for those. But these ones right here look pretty good, and especially with the $21.98 price tag. Bobby Beer, The Mercury Years, Part 1, 2, and 3. And as we all know, a lot of times with the media, it's the more obscure stuff that is valuable. Like, you're not gonna get a ton for Garth Brooks CDs and stuff like that. We got these tables over here. Got a little mini boogie board. It looks like a rat took a nibble out of that. You gotta be careful. You don't want rodents to have infested the things you're gonna buy. And rodents can be everywhere. For instance, there's one on this man's neck. Excuse me, sir, there's a creature on you.
Where? Where? I don't see nothing.
Got movies over here. Video game, Uncharted 4. Great game. Isn't really worth that much. The Strangers Pray at Night, still brand new. Nice. Ooh, Kingdom Hearts Recoded for Nintendo DS. I'll try to grab this Soul box set here if it's cheap enough. Oh no! And I can't seem to find the person running this booth, but she knows them. And you're giving the person a call who
yes,
owns.
I am.
Okay,
yeah.
Very good.
How much are the 50 cents. The movie sits on the ground. Not the game, just the movies are 50.
How much are the games?
How much are the games? Oh, here she comes now.
The Equalizer 4K, nice, still brand new.
Hello.
Hello. How much are like the movies and CDs and the games and stuff?
Yeah, you have to get. There's 15 for everything.
Okay, well she said 2 for $1 on these ones.
Yeah, the game is 5.
Yeah.
That's 5, 5, 5.
Okay.
This one is free. If you buy those, it's free.
Okay. So I don't want to pay $5 on their Uncharted or the CD set right here, but I will give her $5 for the complete Kingdom Hearts game, and then only 50 cents each on the movies here. And today at this flea market here, there's Jerry at his table. I found this, Only the Lonely, starring John Candy, written by John Hughes, directed by Chris Columbus, and I've been trying to track this down for a long time. Very nice right there. How much are things today, Jerry?
$2.
Nice. Today at the Goodwill here, and they have 3 ECW pay-per-views. Very good programming right here. They're not worth a ton though, so I don't really need to grab these. I already own them. I'll leave these behind for the next person. Okay, today at the Goodwill bin store, and a lot of times at the bins, it's stuff that was at other Goodwills, but no one bought, so they bring it here, and it's heavily marked down. Sometimes though, it's stuff that no one's gone through, and usually I prefer that, but today it was stuff from other Goodwills, and I actually did really good. I was so surprised that they had these. I got a ton of DVDs, and like these sets here, look at the price tag on them, $149.99 for the Bone series here. So of course no one's gonna spend that much at a charity shop, you know, but here these were only 59 cents per set, so very cheap there. And also got like the scrubs, and these prices, well, the original prices were just insane, $50, but nope, didn't pay nearly that. We got like the Gilmore Girls. How much were the Gilmore Girls? $59. Ay. But it's actually kind of a good thing for me they priced them so high. That way, you know, no one bought them. Here we have the Dead Zone, and these are all still brand new. Actually, I think season 1 is used, and then the others are brand new. So very good deal there. And originally $74.99. Reba, $39.99. Ghost Whisperer. Now I've found this before in the past, but this set right here, this cost me 59 cents. If it's in a box, they only charge as one. And yes, got this for 59 cents. The Goodwill retail was charging $49.99. And I got some other cool stuff here. This Queen, We Will Rock You VHS and Iron Maiden CD. Scream, Designated Survivor. That seems to have some value, so I grabbed that. Found a 4K. This was really cool, the JVC like lunch bag thing, but it has cassette tapes in it. Very nice. Got a bunch of Kung Fu movies. I'm gonna look these up and see which ones are good, but the old ones are definitely better than the newer ones, and this one looks really cool. 8-diagram pole fighter, and also Return of the One-Armed Swordsman. That sounds familiar. I might have watched that before in the past. We got some newer ones, the Assassin. I'm pretty sure I bought that before, but here's another one. I grabbed it because the price is right. All these were 59 cents. And a bunch more here. And like I said, I'll look these up to see if they're good. And if they're not good, I'll just lot them together and I'll get a little bit online for those. Also got this Desperado and El Mariachi. I just recently read Robert Rodriguez's book, Rebel Without a Crew, and it talked all about the behind the scenes of El Mariachi. So I'll watch this again while the behind the scenes stuff is fresh in my mind. Very cool right there. I've seen it a bunch of times already. I've only watched Desperado a couple times, so that'll be a good rewatch too. And The Commuter, this kind of seems like other Liam Neeson movies. I'm not really sure if I watched this. I think I'm confusing it with a movie where he's some type of FBI agent or CIA, whatever, on a plane. So I think I'm confusing his movie where he's on a plane with this one where he's on a train. It does get confusing there. And boy, oh boy, were those some finds or what. Now, I want to take the time to talk about some of the movies I've watched recently. We got these right here, Retroactive. I've never heard anyone talk about this before. This was a really, really good time. You got James Belushi in there. You got the guy from the movie Career Opportunities. He's also in Pulp Fiction. The guy who, like, the Say What Again guy. Not Samuel L. Jackson, but the guy who keeps saying what. And, you know, some other people in there. And it's a really good time. It involves time travel. It kind of has the action elements and the scenery of the Kurt Russell movie Breakdown, but then mixes in like the movie Run, Lola, Run, like because they keep repeating the same scenario over and over until they get it right. And yeah, it's a good time. I like this a lot. Highly recommend Retroactive. Also watched Short Circuit 1 and 2. I don't know where I put Short Circuit 1, but here's Short Circuit 2. And those are just a fun time. I haven't watched these in so long, but I enjoyed myself. I'm surprised they didn't make more. You could put Johnny Five like in any situation. I'm surprised there wasn't a third movie where he like vacations in Hawaii or whatever. But yeah, good time on the Short Circuit movies. Where the Day Takes You. It's about kids in LA who are like runaways, and most of them have like drug problems and stuff. And it was an entertaining time. Very well made movie, and just like a crazy, insane all-star cast. And just a crazy, insane all-star cast there. So very good time there. Now this one, you can read the title right there. This was sent to me by a viewer of the channel named Benjamin, and I appreciate it very much. This is just a short film, 20 minutes, but it was very, very well made. I wasn't really knowing like what to expect. Apparently the girl who directed this, Chloe Akuno, she went on to direct a segment in the movie VH86, which is the, you know, those anthology horror movies, VHS. Well, she has a segment in VH86, which I haven't watched yet. She also has a movie that she made, but I forget the title of it. But this is a very well-made short film right there. And this one, The Guardian, this has bad reviews. It's a William Friedkin movie, but I actually liked it a lot. It has very over-the-top gore, which I found funny. I think the problem with mainstream movies like this, they get bad reviews because just kind of like normies go to see them, and it's like not what they're expecting to see. But if this was some like super low budget movie, it would have like really high ratings because people wouldn't like expect as much, and only like really true horror fans would even bother watching it. So yeah, I do think this movie is underrated. So if you like horror, give The Guardian a chance. Now these are more mainstream movies right here. I Know What You Did Last Summer 1 and 2. This is going to sound weird. I didn't like the first I Know What You Did Last Summer that much because just half the movie is, Jennifer Love Hewitt being sad about what happened. I find it better in slasher movies where the first half is just like they're having fun and they don't expect something crazy to happen. But yeah, so I Know What You Did Last Summer. It was okay. I kind of think I Still Know What You Did Last Summer is a little bit underrated. I would say it's just as good as the first one, but a lot of people don't seem to think so. But the title's a little weird because this is I Know What You Did Last Summer. So shouldn't this one be I Know What You Did 2 summers ago? Just a little nitpick there. Anyways, moving along here, this next one, The Day. This is a post-apocalyptic movie, and it was pretty good. It takes place mostly in a cabin, so it's kind of like Night of the Living Dead, but it's not zombies. It's just, people trying to survive. And I think they might eat each other. I kind of forget. But yeah, it was halfway decent. And yeah, we got these ones here. Hot Shots Part 2. Now, as a little kid, I used to think that name was funny, although I don't think I fully got the joke, and I still don't fully get the joke. I guess it's like French, and just like it's weird to pronounce makes it funny. I'm not really sure, but surprisingly, this is an awesome movie. I would say it's better, like by a wide margin, than the first one. It's not as good as the Naked Gun movies. It kind of relies too much on slapstick. It's good to have some slapstick and also like wordplay and like visual jokes and whatnot. But this one was kind of too much slapstick. But there are some funny jokes in this, and I do think it's a good movie. The Foot Fist Way, kind of shot like it's a documentary with Danny McBride, his first movie. Really the first thing he ever did. And that's pretty funny. This one right here, Death Wish. I actually like that a lot. It was fun. It's really as good as a Death Wish movie could be. It's not perfect, but yeah, I enjoyed that one right there. She-Devil. I hadn't watched this since I was a little kid in the theaters, and it was pretty good. It's not like laugh out loud, hysterical, funny, but it was entertaining. I like that one. And we got this one here, The Ruins. I would say that's very underrated. That was creepy and just a fun time. I thought it was going to be a ripoff of the movie The Descent, but it's actually not like that at all, really. It's about these kids, they're on vacation in Mexico, and they go to this, like, pyramid type thing, and they're stuck on it because the plants, like, don't let them leave. So it's about plants that kill people. It sounds silly, but it's pretty well done and creepy, and I had a good time with that one. Now, Jason Bourne, the last movie in the Bourne series, kind of more of the same, but it's fine. The Bourne movies aren't my favorite or anything. I think they use like way too fast editing. I like to see long shots of the action. That's why I think like Tarantino's Death Proof is so good. This literally will cut like every 2 seconds, sometimes less. Yeah, the average shot on screen is probably 1.5 seconds, and then it changes. So it's like disorienting, and you don't get a good sense of the action, I feel. Also, it's kind of more of the same during the first half if you've seen the other Bourne movies, but then the second half is they're in Las Vegas, and I think it did get a little bit better. And it's a pretty good way to end the series right there. No El Mariachi, that was a rewatch, and I liked it. It has a lot of charm. The movie was made for $7,000, and it's really incredible what they got done. But maybe this might be controversial. I didn't really like Desperado that much. I kind of was just bored by it. So El Mariachi, the $7,000 movie, I enjoyed a lot more than Desperado, which probably cost millions. And I rewatched the RoboCop trilogy. The first one is a classic. The second one is good too, but it's a little silly. And the third one is just totally silly. And it seems like a made-for-TV movie. And it's directed by Fred Decker, who I really like Monster Squad and Night of the Creeps. But I feel he kind of ruined his career directing that movie. And it's not really his fault. They made him make a PG-13 rated RoboCop. Like, what could he really do with that? And I wish Fred Decker would direct a new movie. It almost seems like he's retired or semi-retired from the entertainment industry. I'm not really sure. But yeah. This one here, The Gift. Now, I like this a lot. This was really good. And somehow this was went under my radar. It's a Sam Raimi movie that came out in the year 2000. And yeah, I just had never heard of it. And even back then, I was a big Sam Raimi fan, so I don't know how that happened. But yeah, The Gift is good. Not to be confused with the movie that came out in like 2016, also called The Gift. It's weird how movies can do that. They can just use the same name. I think they get away with it because it's just vague enough of a word, The Gift. But if something like a new movie tried to be Pulp Fiction or something, but it has nothing to do with the original Pulp Fiction, then there would be problems. But yes, The Gift is good, and I really, really like this one right here, The Lookout. And another one I never really heard people talk about, but this was very well done. Joseph Gordon-Levitt is in a car accident and gets brain damage, and he works at a bank, and these guys he knew from high school take advantage of him so they can rob the bank. And it's just a really, really well done movie. Good time there. And we got just a few more movies over here. Now this one, Bad Ronald, I've been wanting to see this for like 20 years. I remember they first talked about this on the VH1 show I Love the 70s. And it just wasn't very good. I don't know why they did a segment on this movie. So Ronald here, he accidentally kills a girl. So what his mom does is she hides him like behind the wall in like a secret room in the house so the police won't find him. But eventually she dies and he continues living there and a new family moves in. And it's just so absurd. I didn't really like Bad Ronald that much. This one though, The Boogans, this was an okay early 80s slasher movie. It was kind of unique because the characters were older. They weren't teenagers. They were probably in their late 20s. And also the monster was kind of funny. It was just so weird. It was like a mutated turtle. But it was halfway decent for what it is. These two here, though, I can't really even say much about them because they were just so bland. Joy of Sex. And then this one here, The All-Nighter with Susanna Hoffs, who is the lead singer of the Bangles. And I imagine that this is why this movie actually was somewhat popular when it first came out. But yeah, I didn't really like it. It was just kind of boring. And okay, those are the movies I watched recently, but I still want to show you that movie theater I went to, and oh my god, it was so cool. And before I show that, make sure to like and subscribe, leave me a comment, I'd love to hear from you, and okay, let's roll that footage. Here we are today, I'm at this mall, University Mall in Tampa, Florida, and I'm gonna go see a double feature of Pee-wee's Big Adventure and also Teen Wolf, and the actor who played Francis from Big Adventure. He's doing a Q&A, I guess. But I can't seem to find the cinema. I'm here with my friend Mike, and he's getting directions. Here's a cinema, but this one is closed. And apparently there's another cinema within this mall somewhere. It's all just very confusing. As you can see, most of the shops are closed. Malls like this, which is 95% of all malls, are just very depressing. According to those directions, we have to leave the mall, go into the parking garage, and then go around this corner. And here it is. I do like checking out new cinemas. It's all the same thing. You sit in a dark room and look at a screen, but it's still kind of cool going to ones you haven't been to before. And wow, this is really cool. Now, the lobby is Pee Wee Herman themed from, you know, Pee Wee's Playhouse. You got the Sphinx there. You got these decorations. Got like the Pee Wee Herman doors. Is that Billy Baloney? No, that's Randy right there. I don't think they did this all just for a one-day event. I guess it's always like this. Wow. Super cool right there. There's Cherry. And wow, over here we have Pee Wee's band and a stage. I wonder if they ever do shows. And you can see this entrance here. This actually is the same theater that we saw coming in, but they just don't use this entrance anymore. So that is kind of confusing. It says, look, dine-in cinema. But this cinema is called the Sunray, so that's why it was kind of confusing. I thought there were two theaters in the mall, but nope, it's just the same one. Reopened under a different name. Here we are, going into the movie now, and Mark's over here. I never know what to say in these situations. Look forward to the show.
Oh, thank you.
The circus animals were dressed with beautiful robes, feather brooms, and special harness.
Looks like they show old public domain films before the movies. That's definitely better than just seeing an advertisement. Okay, so the movies were fun. The Q&A was interesting. And I also got a kick out of this. Not one, but two Pee Wee Hermans showed up.
Oh, get over here.
We'll sandwich you in here. Okay. With your Pee Wee and bring the other Pee Wee in.
Sorry, I just like touched your butt, Mark.
So I enjoyed it.